Manchester City have just beaten Aston Villa by 2-1 in a game that had 2 red cards in it. And 2 very stupid red cards. Not stupid in the fact that they shouldn't have been given, but stupid because of the players. The first one coming from John Stones, just a ridiculous challenge. Jacob Ramsey was going nowhere, and John Stones comes flying in, follows through, but doesn't get the ball, and his studs land on the top of Jacob Ramsey's shin. And I mean, it wasn't going to break his leg, but it was still a dangerous tackle and ridiculous at that. Originally, the ref gave a yellow, but he did VAR check it, and he got the VAR check right, and he gave the red card. And the second one from Matty Cash gets booked at about the 54th minute, gets sent off at the 56th. Just, again, a stupid challenge for the second one. Like, fair enough with the first one, it's a yellow card, everyone gets them. But you know you're on a yellow card, Phil Foden's just turned you, and you don't go sliding in once the ball's already gone past you. They're ridiculous. And, Villa could have gone for it a lot more had they had 11 men on the pitch for the last half an hour or so. So he has let his team down today, Matty Cash. But the goals were really good today. The first one coming after 20 seconds from John McGinn. Quick free kick from Tyrone Mings caught Man City out. Ollie Watkins managed to get it once John Stones failed to intercept the ball from Tyrone Mings. And Watkins crossed it through the legs of Ruben Diaz, and McGinn just sweeped it into the far corner. And City responded to it quite well, to be fair to them. Phil Foden, oh my God, Phil Foden is going to be some player. I'm talking, I don't want to say Lionel Messi level, but Jesus, like, I can't think of a player to compare him to. There is no player to compare Phil Foden to. Like, Iniesta, it was very rare Iniesta produced performances like that. Like, especially in the first half. There was one point, the ball comes over his head, and he's barely even looking at it, touches it dead, turns around, and takes on Matty Cash, no problem, when Matty Cash has got him cornered. He is ridiculous. He has to start for England this summer, has to. I think Gareth Southgate's lineup now, well, especially the attacking part, he knows what he's got to pick. It's got to be Henderson, Declan Rice, Phil Foden, Jack Grealish, Harry Kane, and probably Jadon Sancho on the right. Like, I'm genuinely convinced with that team we can win the tournament. Or possibly Mason Mount coming in as well. But yeah, Phil Foden's goal, brilliant team goal. Zinchenko played it to Foden. Foden played a brilliant ball out wide to Mahrez. Mahrez played it to Silva on the overlap, and Silva pulled it back for Foden, who had a fairly easy finish, to be fair. And yeah, that made it 1-1, made it level. And then City got the second to win the game. I can't remember who crossed it in, but it was after Villa had cleared a corner. The ball gets crossed in. I think it might have been Bernardo Silva or Mahrez, and Rodri flicks the ball over Martinez. Martinez did quite poor for that goal. I felt it was poor judgment for him to come out when he wasn't getting the ball. And it was a fairly simple finish for Rodri. He just flicked it over him. And yeah, and that made it 2-1 and won the game for Man City. And Villa will feel quite disappointed with that, especially at half time. You'd have given them a good chance of getting a point out of the game with City down to 10 men. And they subbed off their striker as well, so there's not as much attacking threat. In fact, in the second half, City, in terms of chances, didn't produce much at all. So if Villa had gone for it a bit more, and obviously if Cash hadn't got sent off, then Villa could have easily won that game. Now, we need to talk about what happened this morning. Right, so all 6 clubs have pulled out of the Super League, so it is suspended, they're saying. Hopefully that means it's finished, but you can never be sure. And with with Liverpool, right, John Henry has come out and apologised. Okay, fair enough. If you like, fair enough. He isn't just sticking like a tweet out. He is videoing an apology, and it wasn't a bad apology, but no one should forgive him. Absolutely no one. Because whatever his points were about, he thought this was a good idea. Money is his main intention. They haven't given this up because they think the fans don't want it. They've given this up because not because they care about the fans. They've given it up because they think a fair proportion of the fan base will boycott it and not watch it, just like we did with the £15 pay-per-view games that Sky were doing in November and December, I think it was. And so obviously they're probably going to lose a fair bit of money there. So for him to come out and say that we didn't realise the fans didn't want this, he is twisting it. He's not. It's not about he wants what the fans want. It's the fact because of he cares about the fans. It's he wants what the fan wants, so that he can profit off the fan. That's what he thinks. It's not about him caring about what the fan thinks. It's just as long as the fans pay money. And so it was, yeah, just don't support John Henry or FSG as a group. And that applies for pretty much all owners of the 6 clubs. Fair enough, Roman Abramovich, he does care about football. You can tell that, and probably the same with the guys at Man City. But especially the 4 clubs, well, Tottenham maybe, but the 3 clubs, Arsenal, Man United and Liverpool, Stan Kroenke, Joel Glazer and John Henry, do not forgive them. But yeah, anyway, thanks for watching and I'll see you next time.